In this video, we'll be taking a look at all today's NBA matchups, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop, because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full winning sport picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. We'll start with Portland against Washington, and this is one of those games where the spread tells you the market expects structure, not chaos. Portland is laying 7.5, and that number says the books are comfortable asking them to separate by margin rather than just escape with a win. Washington catching this many points usually signals public interest on the home side, but when the number holds firm at this range, it shows confidence in the favorite's ability to control pace and dictate long stretches. The total is sitting right around 233 to 234, which suggests steady scoring but not a track meet. If Portland controls tempo and limits transition chances, this game can stay efficient without exploding. The side I'm taking here is Portland minus 7.5, and the total I'm pairing with it is the under 234. Next up is Sacramento against New York, and this is a classic big number spot where the favorite is being trusted heavily. New York is laying 13.5, and that's a statement line. It's not asking them to survive, it's asking them to dominate. Sacramento catching that many points tells you the market expects them to be chasing the entire way, not setting the tone. When favorites are priced this confidently, it's usually because the matchup supports sustained pressure rather than volatility. The total is hovering around 230 to 231, which lines up with a game where scoring happens but doesn't spiral out of control. If New York establishes control early, late possessions tend to slow, which keeps the total in check. I'm laying it with New York minus 13.5, and I'm taking the under 231. Now we've got New Orleans against Oklahoma City, and this one is priced to reflect clear separation. Oklahoma City is laying 14.5, and that number shows the market expects them to dictate terms on both ends. New Orleans catching this many points means they're being priced as reactive, not proactive, which is tough when you're facing a team expected to control pace. The total is sitting in the low 230s, around 233 to 234, which suggests scoring but not reckless tempo. If Oklahoma City builds a lead and manages the game, late possessions often bleed clock rather than chase points. The pick here is Oklahoma City minus 14.5, and the total that fits is the under 234. Next is Milwaukee against Philadelphia, and this is one of the more interesting numbers on the board. Philadelphia is laying 9.5 while Milwaukee is catching 10, and that tells you the market sees Philadelphia as the steadier side but still expects resistance. This is a spread where the favorite needs consistent execution, not just short runs. The total is down around 219 to 220, which signals a more controlled environment compared to the rest of the slate. In lower total games, covering big spreads becomes more difficult because every possession matters more. That opens the door for the underdog to stay inside the number even if they don't control the game. I'm taking Milwaukee plus 10 here, and I'm pairing it with the under 220. Now let's talk Detroit against Denver, and this one is almost flipped compared to public instinct. Detroit is laying 6 while Denver is catching 6.5, which tells you the market sees Detroit as the side expected to control this game. That kind of number isn't accidental. It reflects confidence in the favorite's ability to manage pace and separate. The total is sitting around 218, which is relatively modest and supports the idea of structured possessions rather than constant runs. If Detroit plays within themselves and keeps things orderly, this number becomes very reachable without needing an offensive explosion. I'm backing Detroit minus 6, and I'm taking the under 218. Next up is Brooklyn against Phoenix, and this is a spot where the favorite is clearly defined but not being asked to do too much. Phoenix is laying 8.5, which suggests control but not dominance. Brooklyn catching 9 tells you the market expects them to hang around early before the favorite gradually separates. The total is sitting right around 212, which is low enough that margin matters more than pace. In these lower total environments, favorites that control control the game from the start often end up covering because the underdog doesn't get enough possessions to mount a late push. I'm laying it with Phoenix minus 8.5, and I'm pairing it with the under 212. Finally, we close with the Clippers against Utah, and this is a tight but telling line. The Clippers are laying 8.5, and that number reflects a belief that they can impose structure over 4 quarters. Utah catching 9 puts them in a position where they need extended scoring stretches to stay competitive, and that's tough against a team expected to manage the game. The total is sitting around 231 to 232, which suggests scoring but still within control. If the Clippers dictate tempo and limit transition chances, this total can stay just under the number. The play here is the Clippers minus 8.5 and the under 232. Now listen to me, those are the free picks, but the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie's soul, that's the VIP play of the day at WSPicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to WSPicks.com right now. So when you recap everything together, we're rolling with Portland minus 7.5 and the under 234, New York minus 13.5 with the under 231, Oklahoma City minus 14.5 with the under 234, Milwaukee plus 10 with the under 220, Detroit minus 6 with the under 218, Phoenix minus 8.5 with the under 212, and the Clippers minus 8.5 with the under 232. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, we bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!